da da da. Hello, happy Monday. It's Tenchi time. How's it going, my sweet little simpletons? I'm having a good Monday. I got to hang out with a couple of friends today, and one of it was planned, and the other hangout was unexpected. And you know, surprises are really, really nice. Yeah, we got katsu, which is always really delicious and good. I've been thinking more and more about katsu because I've been having a lot of katsu recently, because there's a very good Japanese restaurant by me. And I've been realizing, I think, that a lot of food is secretly just like kid food, but for adults. I mean, I'm sure you guys can think of some. What are some foods that are secretly kid food for adults, you know? And I'll give you one answer. And unfortunately, the real answer is that katsu is secretly just kid food. I think it's a little bit more obvious in Japan because it is kind of marketed towards kids over there, if I'm not mistaken. But it's basically just like, I don't know, like a complicated chicken nugget with a complicated sauce. You'll never catch me complaining though. I really like katsu. And I make it a lot too. I make it at least probably once every 2 months or so, or more often. It kind of depends on how often Wormy wants to eat katsu, and if I get a lot of requests for it. I don't know, it's just crispy and it's tasty and it's fried, and everybody likes fried chicken. There's nothing in there that I think most people are gonna like shy away from, aside from maybe the onions and the curry. And the curry is also like not spicy and it's not a complicated flavor, so everybody's happy having some katsu. Yeah, I mean, this is probably like the 4th time this month I've had katsu, because I've had a lot of friends visiting me and a lot of folks that wanted to go to that restaurant in particular. Most of the time when my friends visit me, I take them there, but normally it's not so right one after the other. I'm very popular right now. I really like people coming over to my place. I like hosting because it's so much easier to host, I think, than to go meet somebody at their place and like, where are we getting dinner? I don't know any places. Like, I like being a good host. I like having lots of snacks for people and drinks and knowing all the best restaurants near me. It's a good responsibility to have, I guess. And then when people come over, you get to show them all your cool stuff that you've gotten since you've seen them. And since I go to a lot of cons, I get to do that pretty often. And speaking of getting merch and going to cons and stuff, I was shown a picture of my friend's very cool shrine to Hatsune Miku and their Vocaloid stuff, and that's a lot of fun too. I've only recently gotten into this sort of thing because up until maybe like a year ago, when I was a fan of stuff, I wouldn't really buy things for it. I don't know. I was content to just be a fan of the product of the video game or whatever. And I guess also I don't know. Recently this little angel started to make more cash, so it's been easier to buy stuff that isn't all that important. So yeah, that means that I've made my own shrine recently. It's kind of it's really meant to be a VTuber shrine, but it's got a lot of Gargura stuff specifically. It's color themed, so everybody there has to be blue. And since it's Gura themed as well, almost everybody is a VTuber and they're blue, and everything that's not a VTuber and it's a shark. So it's like, it's a little messy, like a lot of this stuff I do. But it's cute. Like Pekora is there. There's like 4 or 5 different Guras, and there's Nyaruchu, which is also a blue VTuber. I've got fan art that my friends have made, a pen light I got for the Breaking Dimensions concert a couple years back. And yeah, I don't know. I think making a shrine is a lot of fun because you end up asking yourself, like, what's a worthy addition to this shrine? And I think that totally depends on what kind of a fan you are of the thing and how long you've been a fan of that thing. For me, I really like stuff that has a story behind it. I like getting stuff and then being able to point at and go, oh, I got this one time when I went this one place. So like most of the stuff that's in my shrine, I have a story behind every one. So like the one of the Gura plushes I've got, I got because I went to arcade with some friends, and I spent like 20 minutes trying to get Gura, and I finally got it. And I never really had done claw machines before, so it was like the first claw machine experience I'd ever had. So it reminds me of going to go hang out with my friends. And I've got like a little Gura Nendoroid, which is the first like figurine I ever got. So that reminds me of like my friends convincing me to get a figurine and telling me about how cool their figurines are. And it sort of reminds me of like playing with Bionicles and Legos and stuff. So, you know, it's like collecting little stories. They're just mementos of all of the different things I've done, on top of, you know, showing some love for my Oshi. Rest in peace, Gargura. And the Nyaruchu thing is because I really want to support Nyaruchu because she's a small VTuber, and she's been doing it for so long, and she's so impressive. I hope I really hope one day I get to collab with her. And Nyaruchu, if you're watching, hi. I think you're cool. Please keep doing it. Please don't stop doing it. And yeah, I don't know. I think she's rad. So I wanted to grab that because it was just like, she's one of the smaller VTubers I've followed for a long while, and she's goofy and funny, and I just think it's cool that she got to a level where she could sell merch, and I wanted to support her, you know? And then a lot of the other stuff too is like presents from friends and all sorts of stuff like that. But yeah, it's a big decision to decide to add something to a shrine, especially because you start running out of space. And I mean, recently, there's just not been a ton of stuff to add to that Gura shrine too, because, well, she's gone now. So it's only whatever stuff I can find at cons. And yeah, I don't know. It's a whole thing, picking an Oshi, picking something, you know, deciding to make something your favorite, whether it's like your favorite song or your favorite album. That, I feel like that's a hard thing to do. How do you pick your favorite stuff, you know? Like, do you change it often? For me, it kind of depends on the thing, you know? Like, there are some, if it's something I have not done a lot of, it's actually easier for me to pick a favorite. So like, since I don't listen to a lot of rap music, I have, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 artists I like in rap. It's so easy to pick a favorite. Like, I'm just gonna tell you it's Kendrick because I've listened to the most stuff from Kendrick and I've been most impressed by Kendrick. But if it's something that I listen to a lot or consume a lot of, like rock music, I'm gonna come up with like 20 or 30 different bands that I like almost equally, so it's gonna take me forever to pick one. So then it almost becomes like a different process, you know? Like, if you really like stuff, I think it's easier to like pick maybe 2 or 3 favorites and just say, you know, they're kind of a tie, I guess. Like, or on the other hand, you just pick one and you live with it and it's fine. Like, when it comes to rock bands, I normally say My Chemical Romance is my favorite, but it's like, it's a tight race, you know? Like, My Chemical Romance is there, but like Fall Out Boy is up there, Arctic Monkeys, The Strokes. I don't know if you can count the Smiths as a rock band. I guess they were kind of more of like a new wave thing. But, you know, it's a genre of music that I listen to a lot, so there's like a ton of people vying for my attention. VTubers are like that a lot for me too. Like, I like to watch VTubers, and picking a favorite is tough. Wow, no Eagles. You know, if you caught me a couple decades ago, maybe I would say that the Eagles were my favorite off the back of just Hotel California. But nowadays, I don't know. I know like 4 of their songs, you know? I wouldn't dare put them in my favorites anymore, because it's like, I haven't even listened to a whole Eagles album. What do they even sound like, man? Aside from Hotel California. Thanks for joining, Wormy. But yeah, I don't know. It's so, like, I think for me, because of that, like, the stuff I put the most amount of time into, that's going to be what's hardest. Music is probably the stuff that I hold most dear. So picking a favorite artist or a favorite band is like the hardest thing for me to do. Favorite album is near impossible. Favorite song is almost a pointless question. It's like, I don't know, I can tell you what I'm listening to today, and then this week, and this year what I've listened to, and maybe even the last 5 years, but it's like such a tight competition that it's better if you get more specific when it comes to music. When I think if it were to, like, for me, the stuff that I try the least is ends up being easiest. So like favorite food is pretty easy. Like I would almost certainly go with chicken katsu, or maybe pepperoni pizza. Those are probably my favorite foods. And it's not as tight of a competition. Like maybe there's 2 or 3 runners up, but there's not like 30, you know? Movies are like that too. Like I could name maybe 4 or 5 like favorite movies. Like Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind is up there. I would probably put Finding Nemo up there. Maybe like these are movies I would watch literally whenever. Like you could break into my house, you know, you could get a really long ladder, find my cloud, come up here, break through my window. We still use windows on clouds. And then as long as you're polite and you ask to watch my favorite movie, one of these 4 or 5, I'll save a warm spot on the couch for you. We can watch it, and then once we're done, I'll call the cops. So it's a lot easier with stuff that I don't like put that much effort into, you know, compared to music, I guess. But it's tough. I think I don't know. Are y'all strict about your favorite stuff? Like I think that I end up being pretty strict about my favorite music, but very, very lax in stuff I pay less attention to. Yeah. Okay, so we've got a game in front of us today. We've got a game called Disco Elysium, and we're there right now. Wow, look at that. So in Disco, last time what we were gaming, we had just bumped into the Hardy Boys. They basically admitted to killing the person that was hanging for the last week. We are going to try to find the 8th Hardy Boy because we inspected the boot prints, and now we know they're hiding someone amongst their rank. And we have reason to suspect that that 8th person is actually the person who's the most responsible, because the rest of them keep trying to kind of divert their blame. We are a detective after all, so we have to get to the bottom of this. On top of that, we're gonna see if we can find our badge, and we also have to intimidate somebody for Everart, that slimy slime ball. So, the one I'm personally most interested in is finding my badge, but we'll see. It seems like it's kind of tough to find that sort of stuff in this game. Okay, let's check out our journal. I also want to see, okay, in the journal, we don't have a capo type yet. Wormy keeps bringing this up about like we're gonna get a cop type once we've made enough decisions, but it looks like we haven't gotten one yet. Track down your badge. Yeah, I guess we're just supposed to stumble into it, so that's not gonna do anything. Let's see here. There was one here that was about... Maybe not. Okay, we're just gonna go open that apartment door to start then. I guess we'll bump into other stuff while we're at it. So, if I'm not mistaken, the apartment is this way. I don't really like the idea of doing stuff for this bully guy, but... I think that we owe Everard a favor. He was gonna help us out with the gun that we are missing. And, I assume that having a gun as a cop would be quite useful. Let me double check what the description of this apartment was. The basement door behind the greenhouse in the backyard to intimidate the occupants. Okay, yeah, I'm not super jazzed about it, but well. You gotta scratch a couple backs in order to get your own back scratched, I guess. A balcony with a view to the yard and the hanging. That's a good point. Maybe somebody in that apartment would know about what went down.
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier.
What's with all these bullet holes? I've seen a lot of them around.
Remnants from the revolution. These are over half a century old.
So no crime happened here?
Perhaps a crime of a sort ages ago, but no, these do not warrant an investigation.
Okay, but can you tell me about the revolution?
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Should we go?
Okay, fair enough. This looks like it's the apartment.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
That sounds surprisingly nice for an apartment of this sort. I wouldn't think you could have a knocker at all.
The royal lion, Guillaume's kitten. This knocker will last a lifetime and then some.
Yeah, we don't need to, let's listen in. Let's see if there's somebody in there. We don't really need to knock, though.
The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp.
That's odd. Let's use the key.
You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt.
Okay.
Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head.
Which thoughts? Are they good ones? Oh, where's my... Here we go.
Good job. Let's go now. I'm sure there's nothing interesting in there.
Don't tempt me.
Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator. A fountain of quicksilver. As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving. A little draft. A whistle.
Come on. Okay, the game is kind of screaming at me to go in there. Everett told me not to. But I'm so curious. Okay, Inland Empire says he wants to go, and it's like my strongest stat, so let's do it. What the hell? Does Kim have anything to say about it? Nope. Wow, look at all these little... This is all money I get to have. Totally worth it. Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. Oh. Like Cloud Strife. A book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks lies open. That's kind of a lame book. I don't know if it could really hold my attention. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag.
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty.
Whoa. Oh. Oh no. I am like 80% sure this is Renee's apartment. What's with the sun?
This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle.
Okay, well, what's that, Encyclopedia? Come on.
It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag.
That stuff is pretty wild. Like the auroras, or even just seeing stars out in an unpolluted area. Or like, oh my gosh, you ever been out on a lake late at night and like Mars is out but the moon isn't yet, so like the lake lights up all red? That's so cool.
It is but one of the many strange optic atmospheric phenomenon of this wondrous archipelago. You're sure you once saw sundogs in your youth, and blue flares.
I guess I'll point this out to Kim.
The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think. I'm not gonna bow to the flag.
The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colorful fabric with a sun sewn onto it. Like all feudal flags, it looks like a children's drawing.
That seems surprisingly opinionated, Encyclopedia. This is definitely Renee's apartment. We shouldn't go through his stuff, but we're already in here. I'm not gonna take his clothing. +1 logic is nice, but it's not worth being a jerk over. Is it tab? Oh, it's tab for this game.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
You know, it doesn't really matter how depressing your world is. Novelty mugs are still pretty fun. I've got a set of novelty glassware with my face on it, actually, and a handful of infamous quotes of mine. Because my friends are very good gift givers. Let's see. What's this? Small suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over? Yeah. Or they're planning to leave. Depends on whose clothes. Magnesium. I'm so curious. I wonder if the game is smart enough to like you know, mark whether or not you've taken anything. Like, is that going to be the difference, or the fact that, you know, I barged in here is going to be enough to make the difference for the game? I don't know. Well, I don't plan to take anything. Let's just leave. It's definitely Renee's, though. Oh, we probably left boot marks. The smoker up there could be a witness. Talk to him. Yeah, didn't he tell me to fuck off last time? How do we even get up there?
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. No trouble from me. I just want to know what's going on here.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
It's the god of cigarettes and you. Ask him if he's got anything to spare. Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
What if I get a cigarette but I don't smoke it? Can I do that? Because I feel like this is a more casual way to continue the conversation. Maybe we shall try this.
Apologies, but this is my last one.
Oh, okay. That makes it easier.
God himself has denied you absolution.
I don't want to keep going down this path. I need absolution.
Absolution? I don't know that brand, but I'm pretty sure you can get Astras at the Frit.
No. This is what I get for listening to electrochemistry, the jerk. Can't you just, like, toss that one down?
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
You're right. That was obviously a bad idea. Forget I said anything.
Wish.
The gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
Yeah, it is.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinet's standards.
You know, I'm pretty sure that's the first time we've been thanked this whole game. So I guess we shouldn't take that lightly. Like, that's a win. Of sorts.
What were you doing last Sunday?
Thanks, Kim.
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Did you?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this
More muscular.
gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
Old patio chairs and dead houseplants litter the scene.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
Why? Why ask this? Ooh, a friend? What kind of friend? Did you
He's my
kiss?
Sunday friend.
Ooh.
A Sunday friend. How intriguing.
How intriguing indeed.
Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
Authority, you're kind of a stick in the mud. What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply. gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles.
Come on, man. Loosen up your lips some, huh?
Someone hides behind
So to
the
speak.
those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying on you three.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Very funny.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
Rhetoric. You dipshit. Alright, we'll talk later.
No. We won't.
Whoa.
If you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Oh, we fucked up by trying to bum that cigarette. We've got a level locked up, or, you know, ready to roll. What are we trying to use? Suggestion? Okay, I still don't know what the highest level of stat can go in this game. What is the number? Let's find that out real quick. What is the highest a stat can go in Disco Elysium? Tell me, oh great internet. A 6, and that's considered a genius at it. But you can get it past that with clothes and stuff. Okay, well then we're already pretty good at suggestion. Why not being a little bit better? Nice. Alright, come on, man.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
Nice, good job, suggestion. Hey, listen. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion and a hint of understanding.
Oh, wow.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
Damn. His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the cigarette butt sailing over the rail.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
Wow. Okay. He gestured towards a rock. Perhaps the rock is our real killer.
He's gone.
Astute observation, Kim. The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went. Bad idea, but okay.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case.
Good point, Kim. Who's
He
poking
did
around in
give us
our
a sign.
business?
Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there. If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Okay. He pointed out at this rock.
A
I'm no
stone
geologist.
like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Perhaps a key.
There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
Nice.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and the man can be in any of them.
How are we going to find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
Somebody's crudely drawn a penis on there. Come on, man. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals. It smells of laundry detergent. I feel like laundry detergent smells really nice. I like clean laundry. A little bit more logic, a little less authority. That's fine. An old shoe rack. Boots, sneakers, and old slippers. Apartment 12. A loud, rumbling snore comes from within. Snoring is scary, somehow. You should leave. Bro. I'm out here scaring Snorri. I'm out here snoring scary. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Oh no. And some cash that somebody's left in a basket. It looks like this is a shared bathroom. Oh, those are rarely well kept. Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall.
This
Very
door
metal.
has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
I guess we could examine the
This
padlock
door
at
has
least.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it.
I know a certain cop that keeps those in
Better
his...
whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
I don't need to cut through that very much yet. Well, I don't see a reason to. Oh. Another person. Firing squad for the rich. Ooh.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as a bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Oh, she sneezes into a dirty handkerchief.
This woman's health is failing her. There's not much to do. Not in this damp.
Oh no. Are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
Aw.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room.
Something about the idea of spitting and then immediately cleaning it up.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
Are you sure?
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery.
Wow. I have a few questions about these apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
What can you tell me about Cindy? I don't remember a Cindy. That's weird because we met a Cindy in Final Fantasy 15. Who lives behind the padlocked door?
Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar.
She's suddenly beaming.
I think he studies astrology at the community college.
Astrology?
Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Like tell me my sign astrology?
Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
Cindy the Skull, the teen who called you a pig and had goth girl makeup. Where did I meet Cindy? Was she at the pawn shop? Teen who called me a pig and had goth. Huh. Okay. Are you sure you don't mean astronomy?
That's what I said. Astrology.
Oh, she was standing on the balcony. Yeah, that was yesterday we met her.
The lieutenant shakes his head as though to say, let it go. Come on, people. Try to keep up any standards here. It's not about stars. It's... forget it.
Yeah, they seem to be some sort of pseudoscientist, I would guess. Like, maybe they're into demonology or something. What can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still, she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
Huh. That's all.
She
Thanks.
mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
I know this is stupid, but I still want to do it. I'm looking for Martin Martinez.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
What do you mean? I wasn't joking.
Pea-brain, someone played a trick on you.
Rude.
Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez, like Tim Jamrock or Raoul Ravachol.
Sure, yeah. Or Newt, New York. Don't people from New York do that?
Oops, you really didn't get the joke there.
Yeah, you sucked, Rhetoric.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
How about a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build? Smoker on the balcony. Know where he lives?
Yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
That would be correct.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
Hello, Inercy. Is that Quagmire or Quagsire? That's Quagsire. Hello. We're playing some disco.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble. I just wanted to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk?
Oh, this old lady is knocking on death's door. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath.
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Yeah, disco is it's like a role-playing game, sort of like Baldur's Gate, I guess, but we have voices in our head. So like all of these are our aspects of our personality, and they talk to us sometimes in the middle of conversations with people. We can give them more stats, and then we become better at the stuff that they're good at. So like empathy is really good at telling us how other people feel. And then like, I don't know, composure makes sure that we don't mess up in front of people, that kind of thing. We're a cop. We're investigating a murder. Oh, so you're like your life in a nutshell. Yeah, exactly. You might want to get some of those checked out, especially depending on who's chatting the most with you. Right now, our best is and brightest is empathy. So like we're really good at understanding other people emotionally. And we're also very, very creative. So we have a lot of Inland Empire. Unfortunately, also, and I try to ignore this guy, we have a very loud electrochemistry, and he would like us to be drinking and smoking and having sex all the time. So we're trying to avoid listening to that guy because he normally doesn't provide any help to the investigation. But yeah, it's pretty fun because it's very well written. You'll see. Okay, so he's in room 28.
We should.
Okay. You would say he provides all the help. Yeah, I guess maybe if you need to get through the day-to-day, but this guy drank so much he doesn't remember his own name. He needs to get sober, man. Their mailbox is overflowing. Yeah, I suppose that would mean that they're probably gone. What's this? Someone has torn down the wall. Oh, it's probably cold in here.
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust
Yeah.
settles on the stony floor.
Shivers is sort of like a sixth sense. What is he exactly? It lets you tune into the vibes of the city. Electrochemistry can help you get in touch with what's outside of yourself. He has some perks. Yeah, that makes sense. I bet he'd be cooler in another playthrough, but I'm trying to focus a lot on the investigation. And I mean, I'm sure that getting drunk and doing the hanky-panky with somebody is going to clear my mind enough to figure out the secrets of the investigation, but I guess we'll save that for a raunchier run some other time. For now, I'm trying to be straight-laced, like a real detective, I guess.
A former architect stands before a slice of window. A room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to minus 20 degrees Celsius.
Whoa. Look around
It's
yourself.
clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room.
Her face.
Is red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression.
The plan?
Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down.
That's fun. I've never really thought to draw it out like that. A straight-laced angel? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I mean, see, I'm not very straight-laced, right? So it's fun to roleplay as somebody who is. I've already ravaged by electrochemistry in my own life. Why can't I pretend to be somebody who's good at not being so? An old grocery list on the table and checks. Whoa, Nosifed and some money. We're also trying to somehow scrounge up $20 before the end of the day, on account of needing to pay for my hotel room. And all those little green circles, they help out. Ooh, another person to talk to. The door is locked. You can't get in. That is what that means. A ton of money. Above, tarps flap in the wind. Forgotten hammers and nails rust.
Ooh.
Oh, it's Cindy.
Have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But
Wow.
here you are.
That's right. We've evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Do you know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Well, then you know I'll figure it out eventually, don't you?
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
Yeah, I think you're the only one who does that, Kim.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
That's true, but you also weren't put on it to make it unpleasant, specifically. What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit.
Oh, is she doing the skull? Is that what we're supposed to get implied? I see.
I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
Why are you so committed to defacing the building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium.
You just want a little bit of chaos, huh, babe? Huh? Just a little
Thought I'd mix
seeing the world burn, baby.
Summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
So you don't know what to write.
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mono is here.
That's true.
We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cards. And my name's not Mona, so...
Quite a conundrum coming up with something worth writing.
She wants it to be something true and total.
Total. Ah. Yeah, I can get that. When you're writing on a wall like that, you kind of want it to be something that anybody who reads it is going to get the same message. I've done a little bit of graffiti in my day.
Yeah?
I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing. I feel like that's going to piss her off. It's gonna like ruin it for her because now it's like state sanctioned. Enjoy, have fun. Maybe it'll ruin it for her. Let's try that.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
You've lessened her desire to deface.
Of course I did. You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at?
The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief.
What? That's not the voice line. She turns her head to face the coast and nods disdainfully towards Joyce, who's performing maintenance on her boat. Joyce keeps telling us about the world because we don't know shit about fuck, dude. Unfortunately, for one reason or another, we seem to have forgotten everything about ourselves. I think it's been heavily implied that it's probably because we were hanging out in the scary nether void called the Pale, but that remains to be seen if it's true or not.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
She's just vibing. Cindy's over here quietly seething while on the other hand, Joyce is just vibing, enjoying herself.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
You mean Joyce?
On a first name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world.
Hold on, what's Azan?
It's where they grow whores like her. And they're whoremen.
Cindy's outfit slaps so hard. It is a pretty cool jacket. I feel like she looks like, she reminds me of Arya Stark. You ever see that? Here, we'll pull that up real quick. One sec. Big eyebrows, too. Okay, and then Blammo. Oh. No, that's the Firefox noise. I'm a fool. One sec. Come on, dude. There we go. Look, see? Oh. Whoops. They could be sisters. Arya was pretty cool, but I also only watched like one season, I think, so. Yeah, cool outfit though. You're right. She's probably real warm in that nice cool jacket. I need to get a cool jacket. I always use like those like really warm, like kind of sports jackets, like I hesitate to say mountaineering jackets because they're probably not that good, but they're not like, they're a lot more about keeping you warm than looking cool. So I think I'd like to have at least one cool jacket. I mean, for the winter. Wait, okay, yeah. Wild and negativity, huh? Calling people whores? That's not cool.
Have you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor?
Nah, dude, you're just being kind of a jerk, man. Is that heavy fuel oil?
Red dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
Thanks, Kim.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
That's admitting to a crime, isn't it?
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
That's some clever cultural commentary.
You ain't seen nothing yet, Piggy Boo.
Alright, whatever, Cindy. You weren't too helpful. What's through here? Is it back into the apartment? Whoa. Oh, somebody's sleeping in here. Oh, look at that cute little cat pillow. Oh, this is the coal room. This is where, oh, that's where this old lady sleeps. Wow. Some jeans in there. Are these like washing machines? There's 2 of the same pair of pants. I don't really need those pants, so I will leave them there. But then again, I could sell them. And I'm flat broke. Somebody else's pants, though. Ah. I'm broke. It's fine. Lom. Oh, it's the same. Okay. They just counted it as... Okay. I don't know how I was... Feed the inner robber demons. This game feels like it might punish me for doing that, you know? So I'm a little cautious about it, but I think so far, pretty much every single penny in my pocket I have stolen. And most of the things on my body I've stolen. Or found. You could say found, generously.
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
Let's inspect the symbol closer.
Star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution.
Oh.
Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
Why is the star upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it.
Interesting. It seems kind of funny to give it like a... This is definitely like a parallel to the hammer and the sickle. Oh my gosh. Okay. In Angel High School, my friends and I, we were very clever, and we were probably too clever for our own good. So, we had these 2 teachers that were like heads of like a council, like a council of teachers that like did a lot of the stuff at school. I don't remember all the details. I think if you got in trouble, you had to talk to them. And they were talking to us about how they wanted like a pair of nicknames, like a matched nickname. And so me and some of my friends suggested to one of them that she should be this hammer. And then we suggested to the other person that they should be the sickle. And a couple months later, I mean, months go by and they receive, like, people draw them like a little hammer and a sickle. They put it up on their, they put it up behind their desks. And then months later, one of them, like, in the middle of class goes, you know, you guys have to stop calling me the sickle. I found out what that means. Or I guess actually she was being even more innocent. She said, "Do you guys know what that means?" Oh gosh, we were a bunch of tricksters. What's the deal with the antlers?
The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it.
That's cute. Why white?
Because white is the color of peace.
What does it evoke in me?
Nothing at all yet. Right now, it's just meaningless shapes on a wall.
Neat. Let's see if we can go upstairs. Unless we can't, now that I think about it, because it's probably to the balcony to go upstairs. Ooh. The breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. How about over here? Just a door. Nothing for you here right now. It's locked. What about this box? Nothing in there either. Someone's growing rosemary thyme. And a cactus. I've been thinking about growing my own herbs.
Appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security.
Do you grow your own plants, you know? I have some friends who do, and I have a very little a succulent. Not a succubus. I would imagine those things need a little bit more care than sunlight and some water every couple weeks. But I have a succulent. I've got a friend who keeps like really big palm leaves, like palms in her home. And I've thought about keeping like herbs because it's really handy to keep plants like that around for when you're cooking and stuff. And it's so expensive to get herbs. Your family has a whole ass vegetable and fruits garden. That's so cool. I yeah, my parents, my family had like a handful of bushes we would take care of, and I mean I would help mow the lawn and stuff, but we never really grew a garden or anything like that. Yeah, my parents didn't really have much of a green thumb, but I would like to someday. I'd like to have an herb garden at least. It seems really useful. This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security.
Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Yeah,
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
seems like a good move. Did you like to help much with the vegetable and fruits garden? Did you get to pick out your own stuff to grow in there? Yeah, I remember, I think one time I grew something. Oh, thanks for the follow. I remember one time I grew like a little seedling of a sunflower once for like a project. We were trying to figure out whether or not like light from a UV light bulb was better than the sun. And as you can imagine, it was not. I just go there to pick up things and I want to take back to the city. Oh, I got you. That makes sense. That's nice though. Having fresh food. What's your favorite thing to grab? I really want, oh my gosh, I have this idea one day of like trying to make my own pizza, but like trying to do it, and I don't know if this makes any sense to do because there are some really difficult things. But like trying to grow as much of it all yourself as possible. So like I don't think I could bring it would probably be a meatless pizza, but like you get raw milk, you turn it into pasteurized milk at home, you make cheese out of it. I want to like, again, this would be very difficult, but if you could grow wheat and turn it into your own flour and make a dough out of it, that would be awesome. And maybe grow your own tomatoes and make a sauce out of it as well. That would be, I feel like that would be like the most, like the ultimate pizza, you know? Like you've given it all of your love from beginning to end. Tomatoes and strawberries, probably. Oh, yeah. Those are good. Berries are great. Oh, man. I had a friend who would grow mint, and she would bring me mint all the time, and I'd make, like, mint tea with it. It's so nice having a green thumb. It's so... Fresh stuff is just way better. Okay, let's knock down this door, I guess.
No one answers.
No one's home.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
Good point,
We
Kim.
should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
Let's do tomorrow at 9 then, Kim.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry. You'll get him.
Thanks for the encouragement, reaction speed. More stuff to inspect. Buoyant dance track. I have always wondered what my apartment neighbors must think. Sound doesn't travel very well in a cloud, but I'm a pretty loud guy. Okay. Well, we did Everart's little dastardly job. Maybe we can go bug him now. The whole reason we were hanging out in this area was because Everart wanted us to open up someone's door to let them know that they are being watched. Bruh, I screamed out my soul a few moments ago. I wonder if mine will hate me. Oh my gosh. You know, that's the funny thing too. I feel like I've never overheard my own like I've never heard my neighbors making weird noises like that, you know, or like screaming or something like that. I hear them like listening to music and cooking.
How can I help you?
I'm sure, imagine being normal and quiet. You're asking somebody on twitch.tv, imagining being normal and quiet. I'm not sure that you'll find that on this website. You might want to try wikipedia.com, perhaps. Actually, no, that's not true. You're going to want to try anything that's not on the internet. Like, go to a library, sit down next to somebody who's reading a book, and when they inevitably ask you why you're sitting next to them, they'll be normal and quiet. The weasel I visited, it turns out he has one hell of a colonial mug collection.
Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
Yeah, his mug collection certainly represented antiquated social values.
Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work.
Okay.
Thanks for helping out, friend.
He said that he got that from the janitor, which means that he probably got that from that old woman. The other thing worth noting is if it is Renee, then that means that Renee's in bad standing with the union for some reason, even though he's being employed by them. And I guess Everard is trying to threaten him without actually threatening his job. I don't know why. Do you know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
Dogs.
Is he actually comparing you, an officer of the law, to some neighborhood vigilantes?
Sorry, Authority, I don't think I'm letting you speak.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
This guy has been probably my favorite guy to talk to. Because he's very disarmingly, like, charming. Like, he keeps making fun of me to my face, but he does it by being nice and making me laugh. So, how upset could I really get, you know? I like to imagine that I'm like that in real life. Devilishly charming. Why is he on the other side of the railing, though? Because he's got such a powerful... He's aura farming, yo. Can't you tell? Look at that. Just a single foot hooked around the railing. That's an aura maxer right there. And I mean, the matching little ascot and the hat? Yeah. Vibes. Exactly. I gotta go out and do that sometime. Sometimes you just have to, you know? Oh wait, no, it wasn't this way, was it? Whoops. Maybe it was this way. I don't remember. No. Oh, it was, okay, yeah, it's the stairs. Whoops. I don't think I'm cool enough to hang out in that kind of a position.
Numerous empty wine bottles glisten in the rain. Someone partied really, really hard here.
Wait, how hard?
Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner, 3 bottles of Commodore Red, and almost 4 packs of cigarettes. It must have been pretty hard.
What if it was several people? Did I do this?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
I'm still not completely convinced it was me.
I am, but it doesn't matter right now.
What, so nobody parties hard enough for it to be anyone else? I would have liked some evidence, Kim. We're detectives, after all. Let's poke around in here. This is Renee's office.
This is the night watchman.
Nah, whatever. Didn't look like anything new. Let's go find that slime ball Everard. What does this do, I wonder? I bet that might open the... No, it doesn't open the... It'd be kind of awesome if it did. Wow, you could just... There's a bunch of walls that people are waiting outside of right now because they're trying to scab and take these union jobs on account of the strike that's going on. And I wonder if those controls would open that wall down and then cause chaos.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back.
Whoa.
Lots of folk really did keep coming back.
What did Lady Larice offer? What sorts of services could you procure? I had some questions for you if it's not that much trouble.
No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. It's like that old saying goes, wisdom withers if not shared. And old Leo is always up for sharing.
I like how chipper he is, and I also like that saying. Do you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
I bet everybody likes you, Leo.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away.
Right.
Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Yeah. I also like calling women ladies. I feel like it's such a nice term.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
Oh, right. Yes, we're investigating. Thanks,
A
Kim.
real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio.
Please don't use the word suckle.
But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here, and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
Hold on. Who's this Miss Beaufort you mentioned?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
Okay, this is the person that we've confused for being a gardener. She's the one that's organizing the boys. What are they called? The Hardy Boys.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
She doesn't really get along with us, but we're not from around here. Fair enough.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
Oh.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
Oh. I'm sorry, Leo.
Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
Wow. Could you imagine being anything for 50 years? Hachi machi. I mean, I've been an angel for several thousand, but I don't know. I haven't held a job for that long. He sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly with his big blue eyes. I think you're doing a great job around here, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
Oh my gosh, he is so positive.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
Oh. Where is everyone? The harbor's empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
It must feel strange, having so much time. Though I guess a lot of them are still contributing to the cause, right? You're still doing stuff. You're just stopping scabs instead of whatever you normally do at a harbor.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
What trouble did Titus and his friends get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
What if I flash the card that Everard gave me?
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
That's a good idea. So then let's keep it light. I have another question.
Sure, sure. How can I help you?
It feels weird to ask about somebody's race, but it's the only one that I haven't asked.
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then.
I get what you mean.
People say us Ubies are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Kim is devastatingly funny, and it's never... I always wonder if it's on purpose or not. Alright, well, let's go talk to your sleazeball boss. I'm not sitting in that damn chair this time. I've returned, and I see you still have the slimiest chair on the planet. Not gonna lie, the voices in our head are hot. They've got a nice, deep, sultry voice. It's very calming, you know? I'm a little too far from the mic to give it much of that, but if I get real close. Anyway.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
Yeah, thanks. I opened that door you asked me to open. Can we discuss the murder now?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
Oh, hell no. Everett's annoying as fuck. Okay, yeah, I mean, he's really nasally, and he's up here. But on top of that, this dude is like... He's very underhanded. He's very much... you have to play his game when you're with him. He wants something, you want something, you gotta play dice with this guy, baby, and I find it to be kind of annoying. Suggestion says I should not lie. I'll listen to suggestion. I did go inside. Weasel had the flag of the old Revachol on as well.
Exactly the kind of fascist memorabilia I was expecting. Weasel probably prays to it every night for the downfall of the Union.
Wow.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, okay, yep. Pretending to roll up your sleeves is crazy. Why not just roll them up, man? I'm also going to mention the colonial mugs for some reason.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me.
Alright. He's still as devastatingly funny as pretty much everyone else in this game because they're written by the same people.
I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With the power of politics.
You see, like, everything he says is a backhanded insult, and, like, he...
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
Oh. But this weasel might have cleaned up after the killers.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this.
He says this, and all I'm hearing is, I don't want to tell you why he matters.
But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
He imitates bashing something with an imaginary baton. Great technique. You'd make a great sergeant.
Would he? I'm not so sure about it.
You couldn't detect my sarcasm, Kim?
Oh, you're too kind, Harry. Way too kind. I know I'm not a real police officer. You are.
Uh-huh.
That's all he's going to say on this subject.
Okay. I've heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
Yeah, so I guess it's fair to say that what he said is accurate. Near as we can tell, the evidence is pointing towards the... So there's this hanged man. That's what we're investigating. Somebody was hung about a week and a day ago. And near as we can tell, he was on the payroll of this company that does a bunch of logistics. We're currently in one of that company's containers. This guy is the union boss. He's the union leader. And near as we can tell, based on what people have told us, they hung him because he was coming in here being racist and sexist and sexually abusing people. So he got hung by a bunch of union guys for doing that. But there appears to be more to the story that people aren't telling us. Like, there was someone at the scene of the crime that we're not being told about. We know those union guys are trying to all take blame as a group of 7 instead of individually someone taking responsibility for the murder. And additionally, we also know that last time that there was one of these strikes, Everart and the Wild Pines company, they were capable of coming to an agreement. But since then, the Wild Pines company has replaced like the negotiator, and this time around they have not been able to reach an agreement, and it's been 2 months. This game is kind of actually interesting. I'm surprised. Yeah, it's deep. I think it's the kind of game, I would say that some games invite you to not really use your brain much. This game, between its writing and the depth of its world, it invites you to make assumptions and be a detective, and a lot of times it rewards you for doing that. Like, the amount of times I sit back, I think about all the information I've given, and I go, okay, I bet we can find this, and then later you do. It's mind-blowing. It's very well written. And that's how I'm playing it this time. Like, as an actual detective, I guess is how I'm playing it. But you can also play it and just focus on different abilities, right? Like, you could do it as like a chaotic lunatic if you wanted to. You could be all in on smoking and doing drugs or whatever. Or you could be a little bit more like... you could be more of like a communist or socialist empathizer if you wanted to and try to support the union. On the other hand, you could be a little bit more of a fascist and crush the union and give all the power to the company. So it seems like a game that you should probably replay, at least from what I could tell, like 4 times. So this time around, we're putting our detective hat on and we're getting down to brass tacks. We don't care about the politics. We're here to solve the murder, baby. Okay, I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
Now, armed mercenary, near as I can tell.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
He had a machine gun?
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
It's like this dude has managed to weaponize cringe. It's unbelievable.
I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry.
That's probably a reference to Dole, by the way. Not to ruin your enjoyment fruit and stuff, but don't look into the Dole Company or the history of Hawaii.
Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Hold on, you have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical, and so is the village. But the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Well, I was just hoping that maybe you had something in mind as the village elephant. Go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go
Imagine the smell.
move my container.
They just move my container for real? Wait, they moved the container? He's got to be joking. Go on.
About my fun container? It's a hoot, Harry. Who knows? Maybe you'll be in here the next time they move it. It will be very fun, I promise.
Great.
But enough about me and my container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types.
Okay.
One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
Very funny way to put it, but okay, I get it. That's the guy, the unhinged guy, managed to get himself killed.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers.
Yeah, that's actually really important to know, because if it is Joyce, then that means that she didn't tell us that she knew exactly who was in the tree. I guess she was also telling us that she wouldn't be willing to talk to me because, unfortunately, my drunk ass is missing my badge and my gun, by the way. This is why I don't listen to electrochemistry, for the record, because at least near as I can tell, it may have been him that put us into this mess. Because it still feels like maybe it's because of our advanced alcoholism. That being said, though, there may be something more eldritch going on, so hard to know.
We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough, and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Okay, wait, the whole neighborhood is in on it?
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base.
Okay. He's well informed about everyone. Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly.
I already know this. You're telling me about the Hardy Boys.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land."
Uh-huh.
He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Uh-huh. You're the real pacifist here, are you, Everard?
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
Yep, okay. That's definitely... then her full name is Elizabeth Beaufort.
Despite his boastful tone, he's having doubts about something. But what?
Nice job, Empathy. How did you pick that up? Just because of the delivery on, oh, I'm not at all worried about that? Okay.
Maybe he doesn't believe the boys really had it in them. They're his boys, after all.
I think you're sharing information with the police because you don't think they actually did it.
That's very clever, Harry. Yes, they might have said it just to impress some girls or something. But Titus has a bad temper, so the chances are 50-50.
All right. You mentioned a lawyer girl?
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Why is it that education does that to people? How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry.
So they were striking because they weren't allowed to wear protective footwear? You sure make it sound like it doesn't make sense, which makes me think it doesn't make sense.
These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
I'm convinced you're only giving me half of that story, but I also don't really like this company.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
Yeah, and it does sound like most people are admitting that they don't really seem like people from here, so...
He's not scared of them. If anything, he likes them being here. Strange.
Yeah. So what does Everett stand to gain from having these scabs here? He gains... I mean, most of his... He's a union, right? So most of his income is going to be coming from shaving off the tops of everybody who works here. It isn't in his best interest to have scabs, because he'd have to convince them to join the union, but by definition, generally speaking, they're not going to do that. However, if the company has been willing to pay for scabs, or I mean, I guess I get the sense that they're paying, at least for one of them, then maybe he likes that the company is that perturbed? Like, we're forcing their hand, he's saying, which means we're winning. A common enemy? Well, common between him and the union? I guess it keeps the union distracted, right? It keeps the union thinking about the scabs, and perhaps he has more leeway to do other things. Yeah, maybe. Tell me about Titus Hardy and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members.
Yeah, see, that's part of what doesn't line up. We also only saw 7 Hardy Boys at the diner where we bumped into them. But there were 8 sets of boot prints at the scene of the crime.
Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
So the Hardy Boys predates him. What were they called before?
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind.
I do love that Everard seems to only answer our questions and acknowledge our things, probably because Kim Kitsuragi is a much better detective. And he'd rather be talking to the drunk idiot.
Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Everard, I met these Hardys. Can you ask them to cooperate with me?
But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
That's what pisses me off the most. When people call me their friend, and I feel like they haven't earned it, it makes my skin crawl. Oh, come on. You know? It's like, you don't know me like that. I haven't said friend around you, have I?
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Okay.
All Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
I don't need it. I only wanted you to help me with the Hardy Boys.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else?
This is the second time he's done that, by the way. The first time I showed up, he tried to give me a novelty check worth 20 real. And I refused. I do not like owing people like this.
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
Yet?
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
Oh, great.
He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
What if I lie to you? Nah, you're gonna ask me to prove myself, though. I do what my heart tells me to do. What would the grizzled detective say in this case? I guess it kind of depends on the politics of the grizzled detective. Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. He wants to hear that I'm on the left. I hate bending my knee to this guy, but I would need more information. I gotta do it for the case.
You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is. Company snitches, agent provocateurs everywhere. I'm barricaded in this fortress of mine, and I need to get a message out. Will you help me?
What's your game plan, you slug?
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
What are the signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates.
Uh-huh. What do you get out of it, Everard?
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
I've got a guess as to one of them. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that Renee is not interested in this. I don't know who the other person might be that wasn't willing to sign. What will happen to the current occupants?
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Where is this place, exactly?
On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
Every time he says, I trust, or I like you, it's just dripping with sarcasm. Ugh.
Water drips from the eaves. A woman looks at her freshly tarred skiff. There's a pair of cavalry boots under the fish in the box, and the wind howls like a vicious spirit.
I wonder if that's Joyce we're listening in on right now. What's your take on this, Kim?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But
I don't
once
think
we
it's
get
very
really
useful either,
talking,
Kim.
Well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
If I happen to be there, I can ask.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here, you need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter.
Different people then, I
Cul-de-sac is
guess.
Right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there is some trouble with the water lock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning.
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I'll know you're a solid socialist.
Can we go over a few details concerning the murder again?
Most certainly.
Oh, no, we...
Harry.
Never
By
mind.
all means, Harry. What's on your mind? Let's hear it, Harry.
Oh, yeah. He had some folders and stuff with my name.
Of course, Harry.
I think I'm just gonna leave. Alright. Well, we spoke to Everard. It's noon. Wormy's played this before. Wormy, do we get to eat in this game, or is there no eating? I'm just saying so because it's already noon. Oh, did we check that out? It's probably locked. All the best games have eating in them, I think. There's no meters about it. Ah, okay. Too bad. But yeah, so as you can see, you can definitely just like go whole hog into the socialist thing or the fascist thing or neither or both or whatever you want. There's probably eating. You avoided consuming anything. There's a man in your brain that loves consumption. Are you talking about electrochemistry right now? Because he only wants to... The only thing he wants to consume is pussy. And, I guess, cigarettes. So wait, does that mean that when you played this game, you didn't smoke any cigarettes either? I wonder if this Manana has anything to say. What's up?
Hola, wandering man.
I didn't think so. You focus on that man's need to fuck far more than how much he wants you on Smack. That's true. I guess that is true. I don't know. Some things are more relatable than others.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
Oh, yeah. I still couldn't get this empathy check, even though I'm, like, almost as good at empathy as you possibly can be. But let's see if we can get it this time. I find him to be so haunted, I want to know what's up with him. What do we see in his eyes? So, yeah, that's a neat thing about this game. Like Dungeons & Dragons, or most games with stats, you can fail or succeed rolls, but generally speaking, either failing or succeeding will move you forward. But there are some rolls that if you fail, you can try them again. You can only try them again, though, if you manage to raise your stats in that stat. So, we've already tried to read this guy, I think, twice.
Damn jam, my man.
But now, we have really high empathy, so perhaps we'll succeed.
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
Familiar how?
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest.
Strong mustache on this guy.
That goes beyond the horizon. The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or bridges, ending suddenly in dead ends, or ramping up or down highways. It forms a crisscross pattern across the land.
What stats are you trying to max? So, I'm trying to be... I guess... I'm trying to be more than anything kind of a people person in this run. So that means Inland Empire... Well, I guess more than anything, it means empathy, suggestion, composure. Like, I don't really care too much about hand-eye coordination or pain, endurance, shivers. I'm kind of... Like, it's like D&D where you want to have a handful of high stats and not spread them all out. Or at least, that's what I'm applying this time around. It might be that there's other ways to play, too. So pretty much, anything that's above 4, I'm going to keep leveling up. Anything that's below, I will probably not be doing too much with on this run. But I know that in a future run, I think it'd be cool to do like a very smart, intellectual kind of person, somebody with a lot of logic and visual calculus. But my guy's really more in the psyche kind of like, I can feel people's vibes to solve the problem. That's his sort of deal. Like, we just used empathy to learn about that guy. Yes, the road. It forms a crisscross pattern across the land.
Above the Jamrock Quarter, in the form of a raised motorway, and then the never-ending sprawl of Forburg, high above buildings, new and old, the air filled with the rumble of motor engines.
I think it really depends on what your favorite kind of detective comes down to. Like, I guess I haven't watched much mystery stuff or really like read cop procedurals or detective stuff, but in the handful of things I have seen, like a handful of episodes of Columbo, you know, I think that or Dr. House. If you've ever watched House MD, he's not. I mean, he is a doctor. He knows a lot about medicine, but what he knows more than anything is how to understand people, and that's what gets him to be such a good doctor. He like understands their day to day. He understands how their emotions and frustrations like feed into the illnesses that they have. So I guess maybe the easier thing to say is I'm playing House. Patient needs more mouse bites. Bring in the mice. Stat. What kind of detective would y'all want to play if you were playing this?
To the old south, to the farthest outskirts of Revachol.
Because I like the House type of detective. I like somebody who's good at reading people.
Past Montmartin, the border approaches.
I feel like it's the easiest type for me to step into personally, especially in a game like this because they've put so much effort into the writing. It's clear too, though, that they have put a ton of effort into like the scene and like they've thought out a lot about like the physics of putting up somebody in a tree and stuff. So you could kind of take it in multiple angles. It's just also that my character's conceptualization and visual calculus, rhetoric and logic are so bad. We can't really be a Batman detective that just knows everything. What's beyond the border?
You cannot see. It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight. A gale blows across your cheeks. It is cold. Before you stands a tall lorry driver with sad eyes.
What's in the southwest?
Excuse me?
A flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve.
Damn. That sort of question is wild. Sometimes you just get ripped out of something by somebody like seeing you for who you are in a way that you don't even expect. And you're just like, what the hell, dude? It's like you're having your pants down or something, and you're like, what? You could see my whole ass the whole time? I didn't realize. Hell, I got longing. I felt something similar since I woke up. Can't you just imagine a detective saying that? I got longing. I felt something similar since I woke up.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping an absence, you know?
Someone's missing. Or someone died.
I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife.
Oh.
Second kid on the way. Waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit. So far from home.
You're the person that's missing. Diora.
Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much. On another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
Damn, dude. What's it like to miss someone?
What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot.
Fuck,
these
dude.
silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me.
Wow. That's what you guys are like about me, right? That's what I feel like about you guys. That's for sure. My little simpletons.
What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that.
Whoa, what?
Hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
Wow. Who the fuck is hunting me? I feel hunted.
Hunted? By what?
By a shadowy figure known only to me as the X something.
An ex-wife?
Oh, that hurt my health. To mention my ex-wife.
The pain burns in your chest, radiating. The crown of arteries on fire.
No, okay, so it's not ex... It sounds like it's telling me that it's not ex-wife. What if it's some actual illness? You know, before, I think our pain threshold mentioned that we were dying of, like... We very well might be dying of a lack of alcohol. Like, we might be to the point that our body is dependent on it. And then this could be a clever joke on some medical term that starts with EX, but... Whatever it is, one thing's for sure, it's not my ex-wife.
Still, a shadowy figure. That sounds pretty bad. I hope that doesn't happen to my marriage.
What is marriage?
Man, who even knows? It's like a legal contract, but also a bond between spirits. Everyone is different. That's all I can say.
Cool, man. No, no! It's definitely going to happen to your marriage, too. That's so cruel! Yeah, my thing has got nothing to do with marriage.
Sure, man, if you say so. But look, man, thanks for this. It's good to talk to someone. I know it wasn't easy to ask, so I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
Thanks, man. Tell me more about this strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
This is definitely the same voice as Manana, isn't it? What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess.
I can actually tell you more specifically what they're asking for. They are asking for every single person in the union and in the company to be a part of the decision-making board of the company. Meaning that any decision would require unanimous agreement of the whole company. That's why the company's not agreeing to it, because their terms are kind of ridiculous. And it makes me wonder why. Why are they coming up with such ridiculous terms?
I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. Safe assumption, I think.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road toward the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes. Ah, he'd rather just sit and think.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
Yeah, he's a real forward thinker, this electrochemistry guy.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
You know, the narrator won't say this, but I'll say it. Wormy's voice echoes through your head. And now I'm thinking about what electrochemistry can add to this miasma that we have. He would really like me to get a smoke. And I bet this guy would let me bum a smoke off of him. Got any smokes on you?
Nope. Don't smoke.
Wait, what? I thought he's been smoking this whole time.
Some of the other drivers do, though.
Oh.
There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse.
Yup. Nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You'll have to ask around elsewhere.
You could also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. With 3 T's. Revachol's weird.
Revachol is weird. Yeah, he has a cigarette in his hand, right? He's smoking right now. He just lied to my face. Oh my god. I can't believe I failed that perception check. He doesn't want to share. Yeah, I'm getting that. Alright, lady.
Is this about...
No, I don't want to ask you about that. I want cigarettes. 3 of your finest
Several
cigarettes.
packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath.
I don't want that raincoat. Maybe that's the cigarettes up
A
there.
colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain, the great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
Oh my god. This is not a good place for a recovering addict.
Guess not. No.
Oh, I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Good thing you're an unrecovering alcoholic then.
Oh my god.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Don't ask, don't look, don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to work.
Oh, it gives you a little bit of intellect to smoke. Volition doesn't want me to smoke. It's $3. Who's made of money, man? Fuck. It's lunchtime, you know, it's time for a little break. I want to know what electrochemistry is going to tell us. Maybe he'll be useful. And if he's not, I'm not going to listen to him again.
Here you go, mister.
Great. I just realized, though, it made it seem like it's not a consumable, but rather something I can equip? Oh, look at that. +1 intellect, -1 health. It makes it seem as though it's just a flat buff. I'm just trading it for the health. Let's see what happens. How do I smoke?
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The 1st Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir.
So there's 20 of them, but I only have 4 uses, which means I'm gonna smoke 5 of them at once? Oh, God. Alright. Look the other way, Kim.
You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself.
Okay, I don't want to light it right now. People are watching. Fine, let's go find somewhere else to smoke.
People are watching. What a pussy. People are always watching. That's what makes it cool. Now come on.
Alright. Okay, fine, fine.
Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire.
Oh, come on. For the record, I don't think you've been on any of the hooks electrochemistry is best for, but have fun smoking. Thanks. Well, you know what? I still happen to have a chance here to just give up on the smoking. I'm not gonna smoke then.
Already you regret it, looking at the pack. But don't worry. You can come back to this later. The army of Smokes is honorable and faithful to you. You have your entire life to return to.
This betrays something very challenging about dealing with addiction, and that's the fact that, like, it's not like they can cure you, you know? You just have to deal with it for forever.
Chance to start smoking cigarettes for now, but don't worry. The option to start smoking becomes available again in 3 hours.
Thanks. Maybe I'll try to smoke with Kim at the end of the day. That'd be nice. Okay, let's get back to it. What are we doing? Well, we can't really do that yet. Ah, right. We were gonna go talk to Titus and tell him that his jerk of a boss told me to tell him to start helping us some more. We'll wait to smoke like Kim, because he's cool. And he only smokes once a day. Which makes it healthier, I'm sure.
Looks like the circus left him, but the clowns are still here.
Nice joke. Where'd you get it? The toilet store? Ooh, we could pressure him about the footprints. That's interesting. I don't know if it makes sense to just reveal that information, but I'm more intrigued to say this than the Everett stuff.
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here.
I notice you're avoiding the real question I just handed you.
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
This person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her.
He's thinking of adding freaking Elizabeth here to the team.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want?
He is mad. Are you mad?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this.
Oh.
This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And you're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Okay.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, a question.
One sec. I gotta turn off my eyeballs. Here we go.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Me and Everett talked. He promised you'd cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
Sure, man.
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
I would never tell on someone. I'm a cop. Very mature, guys. Ever sent word, right?
Yeah, I heard him. Now fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word.
Ah.
Let me state this very clearly, capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys.
My
Hardy
boys.
How may we assist you?
Explosive laughter follows. To his men, Titus Hardy is a golden god. They want to laugh at his jokes even before they leave his lips. This guy is a born leader.
Okay. I don't think we have anything else to discuss about the hanging.
Again, just get the... About fucking time.
Yeah, okay. They had nothing to add. Unhelpful. Well, we know more about her. Perhaps we can discuss it with her.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
Are you the Hardy girl?
I am not.
You could be Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
Wow. Get a grip, Glenn. She went to law school. I feel like she'd judo flip me if I told her she's pretty. Like, conversationally. I don't think she'd physically judo flip me. Yeah.
So fucking what? Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuckwad.
True. You know what? Good for you for calling me out on my fucking asshole. Yeah, nice.
No, Glenn. They aren't.
Rip. Okay, well. What are you gonna do to me?
What are we going to do to you?
You were specifically asked not to
Oh, I
say
forgot
it,
that.
and then you said it anyway. But you still did.
I forgot, man. What can you...
The Union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
Whoops. I forgot about that. Oh well. This is what I studied law for. Yeah, she's probably not happy owing Everett now. She took it up not realizing what it was going to cost her, I think. Ah, but that's the story of life. You know, I keep wanting to talk to Gart about that, but he's no help. I wonder if it's because, like, did I leave the trash in there? Let's go poke around in there again.
The trash container. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
That's great. I don't want
The
that.
container sounds a muffled gong.
Let's go bum around Guard again. After we talk to Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Oh yeah, look at that. We could try this again. Let's figure out what's wrong with him.
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S.
Interesting. Is he trying to impress her? I can't believe that never crossed my mind.
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad.
Oh, snap.
She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him. Also, Kuno hasn't stopped talking to you, even enjoys it from time to time.
Wow.
When you talk to the other one, it's like talking to a cornered animal. She only hisses. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Alright, let's see if we can do that.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Okay. I'm glad she's out of our hair.
She's not fucked up.
Oh, shit.
Everyone's fucked up. Stop judging shit.
Wrong move. But he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again. Or you will. There are no guarantees here.
Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay, what would work? Both of these feel like they're appealing to not... Is Kuno scared of her? I don't think Kuno is scared of her. I think she is trying to control him, but I don't think that he knows that. Oh, jeez. $50-50, right? Oh. You know what? Oh, look at that. Oh, we can't quick save. That's too bad. Damn it. Let's go with one.
It's okay. The pig's trying to pit us against each other. Not gonna let him do that.
Fuck.
Idiot. You bungled it up.
Yeah, I noticed.
That's it. You let him off the line. That was a bad, manipulative thing to say. You should understand. I got you this far. I couldn't get you all the way.
Yeah, thanks, empathy.
Try to fuck my Kuno! Try to fuck my Kuno away! Me and Kuno are tight. We ride for life.
A chill comes over you, the wind from the boulevard south, lashing you for trying to separate them, for trying to take the street out of Kuno.
Well, I notice I can just try it again, so...
You were too pushy last time. Think this through. Try to really understand the psychological bond Kuno has with Kuno S.
I tried! Okay, so what's the deal with Kuno S?
Look, while Kuno has no problem being near you, she always hides behind the fence, afraid for her life. She came up with that psych. Also, Kuno, all in all, Kuno is...
Fuck you whispering about?
Like he isn't gonna remember me doing this before?
He's whispering too. He's going with it.
Okay.
Fuck you! If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up.
Well, okay, I can't fuck it up now.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs. Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
What do you mean she smoked someone?
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
Isn't she too small to overpower someone?
Are you getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? Sweet talk him, then knife him. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Come on, she hasn't killed police officers. Okay. How many cops has she killed then?
Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes.
Oh, she's losing it.
Fear.
Is she your sister?
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in. Like a mad dog or some shit.
A stray?
Yeah, she was just there. What was that, Kuno? She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
Why was she dripping wet?
Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did she go into the pail?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog.
What about your parents?
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there, or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Kuno S, two of a kind.
You said she's insane?
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho, cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
What's the real deal?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
You think... what's the language she uses?
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit.
What people?
Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Some things are too awful to dwell on. The Nakis and Runkaris might be some kind of defense mechanism.
You think she has anything to do with the dead man? Or why is she called Kuno S, then?
Cause she fucking looks like Kuno.
You don't know her name?
No one knows her name. Kuno told you, this shit was Psycho Killer.
So why the hell are you hanging around, kid? You think she has anything to do with the dead man?
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno.
Where were you?
Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
Yeah, I know that, kid. Sometimes he says a phrase that is just a little too adult or a little too lucid, and it's so funny. Kuno's gonna put you at ease. How are you dealing with all this?
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control.
You need backup. I'm here for you.
Listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C. You fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
I see.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
He may not be able to do it, but he will try. Right now, he believes he will.
Understood, Kuno.
Alright, now we can do business.
Business?
Yeah, what do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See, relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit.
Okay, kid.
Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errands for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker.
It didn't stop to cross my mind, how am I supposed to get any of the harder smack? Didn't stop to think that it might be this 8-year-old.
And shit, you can even fuck back in Kuno's kingdom. Kuno saw you sniff around that fucking pile of tonight. It's a secret door, okay? Just
I knew it.
fuck back in there.
What was that about running you an errand and illegal narcotics, Kuno?
Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad
Oh
are
shit.
major suppliers.
Wait, that's an actual inn.
Gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's gotta throw his dirty popo man at it.
Okay.
Dirty popo man is you.
I got that.
Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed.
Who's your dad, Kuno?
Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? In your condition?
Yeah. How much material are we talking about?
Like half.
Half of what?
A baggie, but like in this vial.
I've made up my mind, Kuno, and this is what's gonna happen.
Okay. Kuno's listening.
I don't think I actually had my mind made up. Let me think about it. I don't like any of these options. Why do I want to go in there? I do. But I want to do it because I want to find out more information. I don't actually think that confiscating the speed is going to do much. But this person might be willing to give us information. Probably not willing, but they might have information around wherever they're hanging out. I guess I'll lie and say I'm going to get that speed.
Sure. Confiscate it for Kuno, and you can have half.
So half of a half is a quarter, right? We're probably talking about a quarter gram here.
I don't even know if that's a lot.
Just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Kuno knows everything.
He aggressively points at his eyes.
Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckheads. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
I'm gonna kill Kuno's dad. No, I'm not gonna do that. Come on, Kim. Obviously, I'm not gonna take it. We need to get drugs away from a minor.
Okay, then.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Unbelievable. What have you signed us up for? Says Kim.
Eternite looks stranger now that Kuno told you about his pad.
1 second. I want to inspect. Let me inspect these orbs. Must I do it from the other side? How do I even get over there? Oh well. Let's look at his pad.
The pile of Eternite looks stranger now that Kuno told you, because unless Kuno lied, you should just be able to pull the panels aside.
Yeah, why was that even a roll? How could I still fuck that up?
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
So this is the shack Kuno mentioned. Let's take a look inside there.
Ah! Your curiosity is getting the better of you now, Kim. You ever have a secret hideout as a kid? I didn't ever really have a secret hideout, but I knew a couple kids who did in my neighborhood. And I remember I poked around them once, and they were like teenagers. I was a lot smaller. But I wanted to make friends. So I just walked up to these strangers. And I remember thinking I recognized some of them from my school. And they told me to, they basically told me to go away, but they were like, go away, we're doing drugs. And I was like, what do you mean? And then they show me like their little Pez containers. And I was like, those are just candy. And they go, no, they've got drugs in there because we're crazy. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna leave. Oh my gosh. When you're a little kid, I don't know. You're just always playing pretend. Never really made any friends that day, but I can guarantee you they were just peasants. A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine.
Thanks, electrochemistry.
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
I've heard amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective, Kim? Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere?
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial hall.
Oh, shit!
The secret path the local kids use.
Well, what do you know? A cured pig's head. An empty tube of magnesium? Magnesium supplement. What's up here? 40 cents. Not bad. I want to know where it leads in the harbor. Ah, here we go. This doorway is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. We have found a secret entrance. And another nosefed. I was wondering how you get up on top of this roof. Let's grab that. Oh, nice. I'm not sure that we would have actually even been able to get into the harbor this way. Good to know, though. We're not gonna kill Kuno's dad. Or at least we're not gonna try to. We're certainly not gonna try to with our gun. Now where to? What else were we looking to do? We haven't talked to Joyce today. I want to talk to Joyce. I want her to tell me some fucked up stuff about the world we're living in. I'm trying to think of the last time that I had an interaction like that with someone, where they just like taught me about something that just opened my eyes. And I'm pretty sure it was probably the first time, it was, I think, in like a US history class. A teacher of mine started a discussion about the concept between, oh, was it US history? It was US history. He was teaching us the concept of the difference between belief in free will versus determinism, and it was just like, it was a lot. It was a lot. Because like, I didn't know what to believe, and I kept thinking in circles, you know? Let's see if she can do that for us today.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
And by the way, I've talked to Everard Clare. Oh, actually, let's talk about reality.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
What is acute encephalopathy?
It's a neurological disorder caused by lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective.
What causes encephalopathy?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
Oh, it's probably from the surgery then. It's definitely the drinking.
She nods slowly. What this boils down to is, this reality thing is stupid. Blow this joint, grab a bottle, and drain that shit right down your throat.
Thanks, Electrochem.
Wait. This reality thing is the only game in town. It's probably in your interest not to blow it.
Let's get back to reality.
She stares at you, head tilted to the side, with a slightly concerned look on her face.
I wonder if she actually cares about us or not. What are you?
What I am not is a basic term of reality.
Fair enough.
Everyone wants to talk about themselves. She will, in time.
What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective.
Oops.
You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
I think she's referring to the revolution. Too late for what?
For the big time.
The smile of a predator. No doubt what she's got in mind.
What's the big time?
The revolution.
Huh. And what is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
I've never seen someone disassemble history quite so summarily. Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
She's not gloating. It's a relieved celebration.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Wow. Did the communists and anarchists shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Sounds like they should have shot more people in the head then.
This does not represent the official RCM.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't worry. Klaus Mazov shot 15 million people in the head. But that was all the way over in Grad.
Anyone else get shot in the head on the opposing side?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew.
Wow.
The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
I don't care about kings. Tell me one more thing.
About head shooting,
Who got the mineral rights?
the liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
Okay, and by liberals you mean...
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
How'd the liberals win it all?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
You just said the liberals already took everything.
The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people.
It's all about protecting, well, land. Who are the coalition?
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-le-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
Moralist?
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
The rulers of Revachol, and also the world. These guys are strong.
Yeah, maybe if I hit the gym long enough, I'll be able to beat these guys too.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
If always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes I am. And also not at.
An almost endearingly moralist standpoint. It must be hard to take a moderate approach to head shooting in your line of work.
When was this kerfuffle?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question.
So it'd have to be 50 years ago?
The revolution began in 02
Yeah.
on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Who started it?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
What did the Sarath do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
No way.
Indeed. Zarat is a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material.
Yeah.
The pandemic only provided the spark.
Yep. People can't work. They get hungry. They get sick. People die. Unrest. Chaos. War. Revolution. And then some semblance of order afterwards again. Where did it spread from? There.
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
What came next?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar.
Our lives are not the same.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think.
Yeah, I guess a lot of living is where you are. What's the zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication, telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
It's been like this for how long exactly? It'd have to be 5 decades. I mean, she just said it.
43 years. Hard to fathom, I know.
What have we been doing all that time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. '08 to '19 was simply hell.
And after that?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
Were they?
No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash. An Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are.
I need to go find out what that term means because the Arctic Monkeys use that in their songs. Quantitative easing. A monetary policy action where a central bank purchases predetermined amounts of government bonds in order to stimulate economic activity. It's meant to mitigate recession and inflation. Well, I guess it's meant to mitigate recession when there is low inflation or no inflation. This seems like a lot of words. I'll learn about this off stream.
Welcome to reality, baby.
Well, thanks.
From the looks of it, the 50s haven't been much better for the zone of control. You can see it in her eyes. Days slipping away.
You don't seem to be thrilled.
I've no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova. This raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it. No, it's just... we could have had so much more. Every one of us. If only we played it right.
What would you have done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
I don't know. I don't know anything. I have encephalopathy.
No, her first.
I asked you. Who are you in all of this?
And I asked you, past-less detective of the Citizens Militia, what insight has acute encephalopathy given to you?
Here's some wisdom, lady. Say the death thing.
Say the death thing. Half-Light appears to be Batman's evil persona, if I'm not mistaken. What is it? Where is it? You can't hide from me. Here you go. Threaten people. It's your fight or flight response. This is the guy who would like to destroy stuff. I don't know what I would have done differently.
And you would have died, most likely. not far from here. Maybe even right here, during the beachhead, defending the coast the day the Coalition took the city.
The cold runs down your spine. She gestures toward the waters.
Probably.
The wind stops. There is silence on the dark water of the Martinez Inlet.
No, almost certainly. The Commune would have forced you. Such was the fate of the undecided.
It makes you wonder if it's better to die for nothing at the threat of death. Die for something, knowing that you've stuck to your morals. Or, I don't know, sell yourself and live. Either way, there's quite a lot of death. I guess. That's enough about the times.
What they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come.
That's nice to think about.
Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
What is this?
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
Am I really that awkward?
Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games.
I meant, what is this place here?
Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two.
What is the Rue de Saint-Ghislain?
A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall.
Oh,
a real
wow.
high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course.
Who lived in them?
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off.
Splat, splat.
Cindy's giving her 2 cents.
Wonderful.
What's that?
The girl in the old lady rags.
No, I meant something basic about reality.
Ah, yes. There's something very satisfying about discussing the girl in the old lady rags.
Yes.
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
Infraculture?
Yes. You and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags.
You're calling her a hipster?
She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
Now, this is an interesting concept, too, I think. Because I find that in a world without the internet, this is probably the greatest difference they could have mentioned so far. Now, admittedly, the internet is a baby, relatively speaking, but I mean, here I am talking to you through it right now. And in a lot of ways, it's caused the death of the megaculture, or the monoculture, as we call it on Earth, right? Or as y'all call it on Earth. So, like, it's not like everybody's listening to the same music anymore or watching the same shows. Not entirely, anyway. Now, admittedly, there's still popular things and large movements. I think everybody's into K-pop right now, as far as I can tell. But everything's still relatively highly individualistic, to the point where you might not really share the same interests with people that live just down the street or anything. So it's kind of interesting. I guess maybe the monoculture isn't totally dead, but I'm not so sure that it's as alive as it is in Revachol. I understand everything. Make it more complicated somehow.
I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead.
That is sort of true, yes. Exhibit A, punk music and pop punk. As much as I like Fall Out Boy, They certainly aren't as critical as they were at the beginning. And you could still buy merch of them. You could still buy a t-shirt with an Anarchy logo on it. So, what's the point of that?
All right. What next?
Okay, so what are you?
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
Stop dodging. What are you?
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants.
Oh, wow.
I am an ultra.
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing a canine.
Okay.
It's sharp.
Dios mío. A liberal. What's an ultra?
An ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind.
What's so vile about that?
Haven't you heard? I am a nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. One of those who pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. We surrendered the nation to financial colonists. No sane person identifies as an ultra anymore. Not in broad daylight. Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, are you repulsed?
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride.
Wow. You're kind of real for that, man.
Forgive her. But only because you like pearlescent teeth and those light green eyes.
I forgive you.
I do hope so. I hope we are able to remain when the dust settles.
No, I wanted to listen to that.
The liberals are the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
Would you have done something differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery.
While a gentle wind sweeps the streets.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
Light drizzle washing it clean. Lights go up and motor circulate.
That would be a fun song to cover.
I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the Coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake.
She realizes her small, cold fists are clenched. She loosens them.
Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
You're a patriot?
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Oh, such a circular statement. I like that.
Seditious talk, man.
Oh, relax, Kim. You're a smart woman.
Perhaps. My intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
Oh, same here, girl. You have daughters?
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
Let's try this check. 58%er. Let's go.
It
Damn
remains
it.
a mystery what you mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's about reality.
I'm curious enough. I'll spend a level up point. I don't care. Let's walk away and then
Glad
try
to
it
have
again.
been of assistance. The little that I know. More lessons in basic reality.
Let's give it another go.
My favorite part of the day.
6 kilometers southwest in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass.
Whoa.
To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again.
Whoa, is Tilbrook killing a mill?
We always do.
What am I?
You're an officer of the RCM.
The Revachol Citizens Militia?
Preciso mundo.
Good. And what is that?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
You said de facto?
Yes, that means not de jure.
Not by law.
The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
What do you mean by that?
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
Yeah, it seems like nothing has changed, and so everything has gotten older, but nothing else.
All 3 are good to know when we are out policing.
So I'm basically going to avoid this subject and ask the next question in this line of inquiry. So basically I'm a lackey of capital. Well, she'll turn this funny, I'm sure, because she's being a liberal. She'll turn this funny. I don't know if I'm one of the good guys. I think life isn't really about good guys and bad guys, especially on Revachol. Yeah.
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it. Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Why wouldn't they be a fan of me? I'm adorable.
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown.
Okay.
They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Wow.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Thank you.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
What was the RCM again?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law.
Oh, yes.
We are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Are we?
We are.
Yes.
Oh.
That means, permit me, and if those authorities drink, glad to have been of assistance.
Okay. That was a great lowdown on the whole world thing.
Else?
Oh, wait, did I...
Lessons in basic reality? Glad to have been of assistance.
Let's talk about Everett.
You have. And how did you like Mr. Clare?
I didn't.
Finally, time to choose sides.
A bloated rainbow socialist. I wish to swear fealty to you and the cause of capital. It's not important if I liked him. I was doing my job.
Of course, Detective. Excuse me for implying otherwise.
The RCM does not pick sides in this. I hope it doesn't come off any other way.
We'll pick sides in the other runs.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt verm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take?
Uh-huh.
It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
He asked me to deliver an envelope.
Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where did he have you deliver it?
To a nameless settlement down the coast nearby.
Ah, yes. I've been meaning to go there.
With longing. Clear and simple longing. Strange. Why does she want to go there?
You're quite fond of this village, aren't you?
I should be. In my youth, I had a brief dalliance here in Martinez.
Whoa.
He was an older man with impossibly broad shoulders.
Dalliance. A casual, romantic, or sexual relationship. Wow. What a pretty way to say a fling.
He's probably dead by now. Even his shack is long gone. Not that it matters. These buildings are all carbon copies of one another.
When you were a teen, slumming it, like you told me before?
To see your short-term memory appears intact. In any case, I wasn't a teen anymore. I would have been in my early 20s. I remember a distinctly vile disco track.
Disco is vile.
Not as vile as me.
Sounds like you missed those times.
Not overly so. It's not like this was the only place we visited. Me and my girlfriends from Azon with our shiny boats. Like reavers. We told ourselves we were the worst thing to happen to the coast since the Coalition landed. Imagine.
Oh no, she's sentimental, all right.
If you say so.
I'm over-radiated, Detective. I do silly things sometimes, out of pale-related sickness. Like, take this job. The moral of the story is, do not spend 22 days a year in pale transit. Don't waste your 20s slumming it with your stupid friends. And don't deliver Everard Clare's mail. Are you satisfied, Detective? What else can you tell me about your mail delivery quest for Everard? Do you think it will improve the place?
Everybody's out here telling me not to do stuff.
She's pointing it quite hard in there. Feels like a knife.
He wants to build a youth center there for the children of Martinez.
A youth center with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it. Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him.
So you're sad you can't buy the place?
Yes. I'm sad I will never have the time, Detective. I've always wanted a dilapidating fishing village. Full of ghosts and ancient memories. Has this errand yielded you any information?
He asked me to open a door.
A referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that.
No, I mean like a real door to someone's house.
Oh my. A real door?
The lieutenant does not say anything, but you hear the nylon of his jacket rustle as he looks at you.
It was nothing.
Of course. The RCM has the right to inspect any premises. How else would you catch the bad guys? The information was useful, I hope.
Frankly, what was done was not pretty at all, but neither was it illegal, and it was not for nothing.
This seems serious.
I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
That's all I've got to say.
Naturally, Detective. There
Thanks,
are
Kim.
lots of topics to gossip about.
Let's just
Of course,
finish with that.
Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat.
Okay.
Until then...
Yeah, goodbye. Ooh, a thought. Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Oh, I don't have a capo type yet. I guess I thought that'd be... How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people with more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings, regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
What's this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes. Abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished. Beaten. Curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world.
Uh-huh.
You alone. Against every living thing. Against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin. Where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will fail to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
Rhetoric, what's your deal? Because you haven't said anything the whole time. It's the art of persuasion, rigorous intellectual discourse. Okay. I guess he's trying to persuade me?
Now get to work, comrade.
Okay, I bet if I pick this, this probably assigns me a capo type. But I don't really want to run a political one this time around. I just want to solve the mystery. But it's beginning to be, like, I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe there simply is not, much more mystery, and, like, I don't know. I'm gonna opt out.
Very well. I guess no one will build communism then. Tell the working man it's over, unless anyone has objections.
Have I considered saying sorry more? Sorry to who?
Did someone mention cocaine? Are we doing cocaine? No. I'm sure I heard someone say cocainism. Anyone? Anyone else? There's no one. There's one.
You could try being a star. What should I do?
You should build communism. Precisely because it's impossible.
I'm just gonna discard the thought. Okay. Well, that brings us to the end of the disco for tonight. Let's find somebody to raid into, yeah? Oh my gosh, Mocha. Skyrim sounds fun. Let's raid into Leaf Beef, doing Skyrim. Alrighty, folks. Thanks for joining. I hope y'all have a good rest of your day, evening, or afternoon, or whatever it may be. And make sure to make the most of your time. Because heaven waits for you. Thanks for hanging.